The National Rifle Association's longtime CEO, Wayne LaPierre, has accused the president of the National Rifle Association of corruption, and the president of the National Rifle Association, Colonel Oliver North, has accused Wayne LaPierre of corruption. And any fair reading of the evidence indicates that they're both right. Wayne LaPierre won the power struggle with Oliver North recently, in which they both accused the other of corruption, but Wayne LaPierre is the one who faces the biggest legal risk now. The board of the National Rifle Association sided with Wayne LaPierre against Oliver North and forced Oliver North out of the NRA presidency last week. They each accused the other of using the NRA's advertising agency for corrupt purposes. Wayne LaPierre says that the advertising firm that the NRA has been using for decades paid Oliver North millions of dollars for 12 episodes of a series called Oliver North's American Heroes, but only 3 episodes have been actually produced. Oliver North accused Wayne LaPierre of funneling hundreds of thousands of dollars in travel expenses through the advertising firm without providing documentation of those expenses and what those travel expenses were actually for. The travel included Wayne LaPierre's trips to Europe and the Bahamas, which Wayne LaPierre charged directly on one of the advertising company's credit cards. The NRA, a federally recognized nonprofit organization recognized by the IRS as a nonprofit, then reimbursed the advertising firm for Wayne LaPierre's travel using the dues money of NRA members who have absolutely no way of finding out what good work Wayne LaPierre was doing for them at their expense in the Bahamas. As bad as that sounds, Wayne LaPierre has been up to something much worse and much more clearly corrupt and much more likely to involve hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax evasion, criminal tax evasion. Oliver North has accused Wayne LaPierre of charging over $200,000 in clothing to the NRA's advertising firm. And the NRA is completely admitting to that one. The NRA has publicly told the Wall Street Journal that they are completely cool with $200,000 in NRA members' dues money being used for suits, Italian suits, Xenia suits for Wayne LaPierre. The Wall Street Journal reports, quote, NRA officials have said the spending was justified because of his numerous speaking and TV appearances. Unfortunately for Wayne LaPierre, the Internal Revenue Service doesn't see it that way. Tax law takes the common sense approach that if your employer gives you $200,000 in clothes, that is $200,000 in taxable income to you. And so, ask yourselves, what are the odds that Wayne LaPierre, who is paid millions of dollars a year in salary by the NRA, declared the $200,000 in suits as income on his tax returns? You can all make your own judgments about that. My personal calculation is that there is a 99.9% chance that Wayne LaPierre did not declare the $200,000 in Italian suits purchased in a Beverly Hills store as income to him. And so he surely did not pay the approximately $80,000 in income taxes that a top tax bracket earner like Wayne LaPierre would owe to the IRS on those Italian suits. So Wayne LaPierre may be guilty of at least $200,000 in tax evasion, and that he and the NRA have in effect confessed to that publicly when they admitted that the NRA and the NRA's advertising company had been paying $200,000 for Wayne LaPierre's suits. And Wayne LaPierre could be guilty of much more tax evasion than that, depending on whether all of his expense-paid trips to the Bahamas were really personal trips or business trips. Here is what those NRA dues payers get for their money: a suit that looks really good holding a rifle, and a suit that looks even better, especially good, beside a guy who wears ill-fitting, jumbo-sized suits that he can't even button. And so, Wayne LaPierre is definitely the winner of the corruption competition in the NRA leadership between Oliver North and Wayne LaPierre. And the losers are, of course, all those NRA members who pay $45 a year for their membership cards that now clearly identify them as the people who pay Wayne LaPierre's millions of dollars in salary and hundreds of thousands of dollars in Italian suits from a Beverly Hills store.
The elites don't care, not one whit.
And by the elites, he means, of course, the leadership of the National Rifle Association. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on the button below for more from The Last Word and the rest of MSNBC.